Eileo guys, and welcome back. Today we will be learning about some of the best team compositions, in my opinion, in the wonderful world of Chronicle. To those who have just started, this might be quite helpful, and to those who have been playing a few months already, this might be what you need to get you to the next stage. Anyways, let's do this. Just like many other games, Chronicle follows suit to the traditional MMO composition of parties. We also have tanks, quote-unquote warriors for the most part, DPS, which are assassins, and healers, also known as supporters. There's some that don't heal, but some of them do heal, so I'm kind of trying to categorize all of them together. Doesn't really work, but you'll get what I'm saying. You'll get it. A few team compositions I recommend won't get you the fastest clear times, but should ensure your victory. The first team I would recommend is 1 tank, 1 DPS, and 3 supporters. You may be asking, but Eileo, that sounds like overkill. In the beginning, yes, but after you hit places with over 200,000 combat power, you will understand why. Mobs and bosses can easily one-shot, if not come close to one-shotting fully geared DPS, unless you somehow have a full T5 set or you have a full tier 6 set. Not even a full set, but even if you have maybe one piece and that piece isn't upgraded, they could possibly like straight just damage your DPS. Bringing 3 supporters not only provides extra heals but attack and defense to your tank and DPS. Another team would be 1 tank, 2 DPS, 2 supporters. This one is a bit more edgy than the first, but in theory should perform quite well. The good part about this build is it being very flexible. So if you need a 3rd supporter, you can throw one in. Again, just be wary that sometimes this may not work, but honestly it's one of the better choices. The last one is a bit wild but pretty much guarantees victory. You could run 2 tanks and 3 supporters. Is this efficient? Not in terms of time, but in terms of survivability. But again, this is just one man's opinion. Some teams I don't recommend is 1 tank, 1 supporter, 3 PS. I tried that in the beginning and it's been rest in peace to the squad ever since. The team is just too frail for the content. If your tank dies, then so does everyone else. The same goes for your sole supporter. Another one I don't recommend is 1 support, 2 tanks, 2 DPS. Again, the 2 tanks really isn't the problem, but you can't expect 1 supporter to heal 4 members and themselves the entire fight. Especially if the tanks have high HP, that 1 supporter just cannot keep up. Once again, these are only options. These are only options for your team compositions in Chronicle. It's important to find out what works so you can expand your team in other areas. Slow and steady wins the race. With characters that are such a big investment, I would want to make sure I had an idea of what I was getting myself into. I do hope this video helps some, if only a little bit. See you guys in the next one. I'm just trying to make it so you guys have an idea of what you're working on and not so much of me giving you said teams. You're free to choose any team that you want and run it, and if you hit a wall, maybe change a member out, maybe try one of these, but you don't have to. It's just suggestions. So that's pretty much it, you guys. Thank you for your time.